Hey, I'm Paul Huizinga. I'm here visiting at X-Force Exhaust with Adam, and I'm learning more about this company that's been in the USA for a while now, but is based out of Australia, correct?
That is correct, huh? Actually, the company's been around for 16 years in Australia and started a new technology about 10 years ago, which I know you're going to allude to as well. And in the United States, we've been here third year, and it's actually our third SEMA.
All right, so a little bit of background here. What kind of exhaust products does the company make?
The company actually makes an engine back system, so from tri-Y setups on the headers, equal length headers, all inch and 7/8 style, to catback systems as well for domestic applications and truck applications here in the United States, as well as European and Australian and Asian market vehicles as well.
Now, what I want to take a look at today is a little bit of technology that's unique to this company, patented technology, some hardware and some new software too.
Yeah, great. I mean, we basically, coming over to the States, knew it was going to be difficult to get the name out. A lot of people haven't heard of X-Force exhaust systems. And so the point of difference is the Varex. Like I was saying, 10 years ago, the company in Australia actually came out with the Varex system and took an angle of looking at the cutout systems that they were applying in after the headers, which was very popular, still is to this day with the hot rodders, now to the import guys. And the point of difference is actually taking that same technology and actually putting it internally inside the muffler and putting a patent on it as well.
Now, I know a lot of OEMs are using bimodal or multi-mode exhaust, and usually it's a binary, it's either on or off, open or closed type of thing. This is a little more sophisticated than that.
Yeah, it is, and the first unit that we actually have available to this day is the first Varex control module, and basically depending if you have a single exhaust exit out or dual, you actually get the key fob remote controls, and it has a control module, and they communicate together via RF signal. Then you also tie it in with the harness, and it's all 12-volt direct power plug-in. And you can actually step the motor on the Varex valve in different increments. So if you just tap on it, it'll actually step it a little bit. You can hold it on for about 1 second, and you have it either open or close. But we've gone a little bit further than that, and actually, which brings us to SEMA 2016 and the debut of the new Smart Box, which actually is a culmination of a lot of the engineers and tuners saying, hey, how can we actually crack into that control module that you guys have to be able to tune it? So we've gone further and listened to what they've actually asked about 2 years ago since coming to this country, and have an awesome system that we're going to show you here.
So there's a lot of different inputs that this smart box can use to control the position of that valve. What are some of those inputs?
Well, we have 3 different modes. The first mode is the matrix mode, and that's going to be kind of the entry level and the step into the new technology. The control box or the smart box itself is based off of Bluetooth technology, so you can actually tie that into a downloadable app for your smartphone, whether it's an iPhone or Android or on your tablet, and with it you can do left, right on the arrows and be able to adjust it just like you would on the push button key fob. But you can also now set the percentage within 1% increments, and there's 4 different presets that you can have on that as well. Then we go to the next step above that as well, which is called the matrix mode. So now we're, with the smart box, we're actually tying it into a connection to the OBD2 port. So we're actually be able to get live data from the different parameters from RPM, your throttle percentage, and also your speed. So you can actually adjust it to where you want the valve. So we're going light years ahead of where the auto manufacturers have gone right now with the bimodal, and it's kind of a multi-bimodal system. So if you look at the guy that just wants to cruise and maybe it's a long trip, he can actually set it to where maybe he's getting some drone noise and say, okay, I want to press a button and band snap it, and I want the smart box to remember where that system is, and I can adjust the valve to be closed or maybe slightly open to be able to eliminate the drone. Then you have a little bit more of the guys like the tuners, or maybe some of the guys hitting the drag strip or the road course, and they actually want to gain a little bit more torque numbers on launch or going through the corners. They want to let off the throttle to get control and get more traction, but they don't want to lose power as they're coming out of the turn and getting on the straightaway. So with the smart box, you can actually program it on those different parameters I talked about and be able to actually maybe get the most out of the power of the car. Then there's a third. Okay, we had to think of everything for everybody because they're going to ask it next year.
Now, this is the really exciting part for me.
Glad you like it because no one's even done this or thought of this, and it's called the Geo Mode. And with the Geo Mode, no matter where you are in the world, as long as you have the Smart Box system and the X-Force Varex, whether it's catback, full exhaust system, or just one of our many universal mufflers, you tie that in together and you can pinpoint where you are geographically in the world, and within basically 100 yards or more, you can actually open up a radius where the Smart Box is going to recognize where you are in that radius, and you can have the valve either closed or open. Benefit to that is, hey, you have noise restrictions maybe in your complex or condominium or in your resident. tired of waking up the neighbors, well, instead of having to go through the key fob or the smart box data controls, you can have it just automatically be closed when you start up the vehicle, and then until you actually get out of your residence, you can have it wide open. Another cool fact that our consumers, the end consumers, really love is that, hey, I can point out where the sheriff's station is, or your local PD department, or where there's a speed trap usually, or where they're getting, you're getting pulled over, and you can set the point there, so it automatically takes care of closing and opening a valve, which is a great feature. Instead of you picking up your iPhone or your smartphone and say, oh, I gotta make the adjustment. Well, now you might get a double points there because now you actually picked up your phone while driving, and you have a loud exhaust. So we've actually taken care of everything ahead.
All right, now if our viewers want to find out more information about this system or any of the X-Force line of exhaust products, where can they go?
Sure, thank you. Actually, just visit our website, which is www.xforceusa.com.
Well, this has really been fantastic, learning about all this technology. Can't get anywhere else. And speaking of things you can't get anywhere else, keep it right here. We've got a ton more stuff from SEMA coming at you.